Hey, courageous souls and unbreakable spirits, who stare down life's storms with fire in your eyes. Drop everything and absorb this terrifying, yet life-altering truth from Plato that will shatter your fears, redefine your priorities, and hand you the ultimate key to living a legacy that laughs in the face of mortality. Transport yourself to the solemn shadows of ancient Athens in the 4th century BCE, where the city, haunted by the ghosts of the Peloponnesian War, a 27-year epic of betrayal, plague, and bloodshed that claimed visionaries like Pericles and left families in eternal grief, clung to philosophy as a lifeline amid rebuilding walls, temples, and shattered dreams. The air was thick with the incense of funerary rites at Diplon Gate, the whispers of oracles at Delphi promising afterlife insights, and the resolute debates in Plato's Academy, a sacred grove where minds like Aristotle wrestled with existence's deepest riddles. Plato, the bold explorer who braved Nile mysteries, Pythagorean secrets, and Sicilian tyrants, escaping chains thrice through sheer intellect and allies, poured his soul into dialogues like the Republic and Phaedo, where he confronts humanity's greatest dread with this bold revelation: death is not the worst that can happen to men. What a gut punch. Plato flips the script. Death, that shadowy specter we dread as the ultimate evil, is nothing compared to a life poisoned by injustice, ignorance, or soul-crushing regret. In Phaedo, as Socrates sips hemlock with calm grace, Plato argues the soul's immortality makes death a sweet release for the virtuous, a great good unshackling us from the body's illusions, while a wicked existence scars the eternal self forever. In the Republic's myth of Ir, souls reincarnate based on past choices, regretting vice far more than any physical end. Plato's terrifying truth. The real horror lurks in wasting your precious spark on empty pursuits, betraying your values, or living without purpose. Death is just a transition, but a dishonored life echoes as eternal torment. But hold on, my valued friends. This raw honesty isn't here to scare you. It's your golden shield, a viral empowerment tool to live fearlessly, adding immense value by showing how to craft a life so vibrant and meaningful that death loses all power over you. Plato gifts you the courage to prioritize soul-deep integrity over superficial survival, turning every day into a masterpiece that outshines the grave. Feel the rush. In a world chasing endless youth with apps and elixirs, Plato whispers that true immortality lies in how you live, honorably, wisely, kindly, and that insight alone can flood your life with unshakable peace. Story from the ages. Socrates, facing execution for his truths, philosophized till his last breath, transforming poison into a beacon of virtue that inspired Plato's Academy to endure for 900 years, proving a well-lived moment echoes eternally across time. Dive into the heart of this value. Plato teaches that fearing death blinds us to life's true threats, like compromising your core for fleeting gains. And this wisdom frees you to say yes to bold risks and no to soul-draining traps. In our burnout epidemic, where stress claims dreams, this truth empowers you to chase passions that ignite your spirit. Whether starting that business or mending a relationship, knowing a purposeful step today builds a legacy death can't touch. Inspirational legend. Viktor Frankl, amid Holocaust horrors that killed millions, repeated Plato-like reflections on meaning, birthing logotherapy, a therapy that's healed countless lives by turning suffering into strength, showing that even in chains, your inner world remains free. More profound treasure for your journey. Plato's insight adds value by urging you to nurture your soul over your shell. Invest in wisdom, connections, and acts of goodness that ripple forever. In laws, He repeats that virtue's practice outlasts the body. In your life, this means repeating small integrities, like honest words in a dishonest world, building a self so solid that fears crumble. Modern echo. Steve Jobs facing terminal illness, repeated focus on what matters most, inventing devices that connected billions. His "stay hungry, stay foolish" mantra, a Plato-inspired call to live without regret. Value for you. Scan your day. What worse than death choice, like ignoring a loved one for work, can you flip to a soul-affirming one? Research from end-of-life studies shows regret over unlived dreams haunts more than death itself. So seize now to craft joy. The deepest gift Plato offers. This terrifying truth virally transforms dread into drive, making you the architect of a life that defies oblivion. Plato's wisdom, interwoven in every breath you take boldly, adds endless value by reminding you. Death can't steal a life fully lived. Hear it, embrace it. Repeat acts of courage today. Forge connections that endure, and watch your world light up. Share if this freed your fears. Let's make fearless souls viral. Your valued, victorious existence starts here. Live it legendary.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.